Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/PettyRevenge. In today's episode, Gaslighter hides my work, then his work disappears permanently. I found a way to teach her a lesson. Return their dog poo. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Gaslighter hides my work, then his work disappears permanently. Warning: contains destruction of company property. May be disturbing to some readers. I worked with a guy, in a machine shop, who would occasionally hide my work piece. If I stepped away from my bench, my work might be gone when I came back. When questioned, his reply was, "I don't know, what did you do with it?" After the first time, I would just wait for it to come back, trying not to give him the satisfaction of reacting. After the third time, I decided he needed payback. He liked to go out on business, could be an hour or 3. So I waited for him to go out and leave a work piece on his bench. My patience was rewarded. He goes out, I make his work piece disappear, never to be seen again. Easy to hide a small piece, in one of those giant scrap bins. When he comes back, he is looking all over. Where is my piece? I don't know, what did you do with it? His work never came back. He had to start over. And he didn't play that game anymore. I found a way to teach her a lesson. There are 3 children in our family. I am the oldest, and I have a younger sister and a brother. My sister is one of those people who constantly begs for food. Every time my brother or I eat something, she asks us to share it, and it pisses me off terribly. Why? Because when we eat together, she doesn't buy food. I mean, when mom asks at the mall or in a cafe what she will have, she never orders anything. All because she wants to lose weight, but this does not prevent her from eating from our plates later. I try not to share with her, but mom or dad shame me for it every time, and my brother too. It's getting ridiculous. For example, we'll go to the cinema and mom will buy us all popcorn and cola. I tell my sister to get her own, but she replies, "Oh, I don't want any, I'm not that hungry," etc. And then the whole film she'll eat my popcorn, my brother's popcorn, and my parents too. It just pisses me off. But I found a way to teach her a lesson. My sister is fixated on cleanliness, she's just obsessed with it. One day we all drove together and stopped at a drive-in cafe. Everyone put in their order, of course, except for her. While my sister went to the toilet and we were all waiting for her, I licked the salt off every one of my French fries. When she finally came back, with the smell of the food and all that, of course, she began to ask, just to try. This time, with a sweet smile, I handed her my fries and told her that I didn't want them so she could eat them. Naturally, she did not refuse. Once she had eaten a decent amount, she said, "Strange fries, they're not salty at all." You should have seen her horrified face when I replied with a grin, "Of course, that's because I licked off all the salt." She doesn't ask me for food anymore. Return their dog poo. About 10 years ago, I was living in a home that I was renovating. One evening after finishing up some work, I was sitting in the shade on my front lawn when I noticed a couple of people walking some dogs approaching my property. As they got to the edge, the dogs stopped and squatted. The owner stopped, looked at the dog, and kept on talking while the dog relieved itself on my property. She then looked back and saw that the dog was finished going number 2, and gave the dog's leash a gentle tug, and they continued to walk across my yard leaving the poo there. They noticed me a few moments later but didn't seem concerned about the mess they'd left. As the owner of a corner lot, this sort of thing happened a lot and I was irked. I waited for them to turn the corner a block down, then ran and grabbed my car keys. I drove for a minute or two and circled the block to see that they stopped at a very nice house, with a perfectly manicured lawn, about 3 blocks down from me. I went back to my house. When it got dark, I grabbed a plastic baggie, used it as a glove, picked up their dog, Present, and tossed it into their yard. Then, disposed of the baggie in a public garbage can. It wasn't the most glorious of revenges, but it felt very just to me. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.